It's time now to let go. Let your breath slow down. Let your shoulders soften. Feel the weight of the day gently melt away. You don't have to do anything now. Nothing at all. Just rest. Let the stillness around you wrap you up like a warm blanket, woven from moonlight and quiet dreams. Breathe in. Softly hold and let it out, like the sigh of a breeze through old trees. Good, you're safe here. You're exactly where you need to be. As you breathe gently, you may begin to feel the space around you drift just slightly, as if your body is becoming lighter, and your thoughts softer, like candle wax slowly warming under a gentle flame. Let your ears open to a softer world now, a world where the night speaks kindly, where the wind hums lullabies, and where even the stars feel drowsy. And in that soft night, our story begins. Our story tonight sets sail in a quiet village nestled between mountains that sleep all year round beneath their snowy crowns. This village is not on any map. No road signs point to it. The only way to reach it is through dream. So let yourself imagine it now. A cluster of cottages made of stone and timber, thatched roofs heavy with moss. Lanterns glowing with golden halos in every window. Smoke curls from every chimney, smelling of pine wood and honey cake. The streets are cobbled, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. And when the wind drifts down from the mountain, it sings through the cracks like an old familiar tune. Most of the village sleeps. The hearths are low, the children curled into their quilts, the cats tucked into baskets by the fire, but one window still glows, soft, steady, flickering. This is the home of Master Eldrin, the Candlemaker. Like he is an old man, though he walks with a quiet strength, like a tree that's weathered many winters. His hands are stained with wax and ash, his beard tucked neatly into a looped scarf, and his eyes shimmer like candlelight, full of kindness and memory. Every night, while the village dreams, Eldrin works. He dips, he molds, he carves. Not for money, not even for orders. He simply makes candles, each one by hand, each one special. You see, Eldrin is not just any candle maker. Long ago, when he was a boy, he was taught a very old craft, a sacred craft passed from dream to dream. It was said that the first flame came not from fire, but from starlight, and that those who knew how to shape wax from this light could give warmth not just to the body, but to the soul. So every night when the moon is high and the village is still, Eldrin lights his little forge. It is not large. It's just a clay hearth, built into the wall, surrounded by shelves of herbs and bundles of beeswax. But when the flame begins to crackle, the whole room comes to life. He begins with the wax. Not just any wax. His comes from the bees that live deep in the elderwood, where the flowers bloom, even in winter. He warms it slowly, stirring with a wooden rod, carved with symbols no one alive remembers the names of. The scent is soft, not just sweet, but full of memory. Like honey left on a sunlit windowsill, like stories told beside a fire. He lowers the wicks in, holding them steady until the wax kisses them fully. Then he lifts, lets them cool, and lowers them again. Drip, dip, drip. Dip! A rhythm like a heartbeat, a song that only hands remember. And as he works, he hums. Not a song exactly, just a sound. Soft, deep, steady. It fills the room like mist, curling around the shelves and jars, settling over every surface like velvet. But tonight, something is different. Tonight, Eldrin is making a candle, not from habit, but from need. He has dreamed again, the old dream, of the silver gate, of the voice in the flame, of the runes that glow only in firelight. When he awoke, he knew what to do. So he begins again, this time with a new mixture. To the melted wax, he adds a few crushed petals of blue poppy, a pinch of powdered moonstone, and a drop of oil pressed from dream bark. A tree that grows only once in a lifetime, beneath eclipsed skies. The wax shimmers, not golden now, but pale like pearl caught in mist. He takes a new wick, braided from 3 threads, cotton, silver, and ash from last winter's solstice fire. He lowers it slowly into the blend, and as it sinks, a sound fills the room. Not loud, not sharp. It's just a soft sigh, like a memory taking its first breath. Eldrin closes his eyes. He presses his palms together and whispers the old words. Words from before time wore edges on language. Words that are more like feelings than speech. Candle begins to take shape, tall, slender, perfectly smooth. And as it cools, he takes his carving tool, a slender knife of obsidian bound in thread, and presses runes into the base. One by one, a prayer, a map, a promise. They shine briefly, then fade back into the wax, hidden from view. Outside, snow begins to fall. The mountains vanish behind soft clouds, and the wind begins its midnight song. Inside, Eldrin sets the finished candle on a round wooden plate. He sprinkles a circle of salt around it, and sets it beside his window, where moonlight may find it. Then he sits and waits. As you listen, imagine yourself there, in that warm little cottage, the air thick with wax and story, the hearth crackling gently, and a single candle glowing like a secret just waiting to be told. You are safe here. You are still, and the candle has only just begun to whisper. She. Let your eyelids grow heavy now. Sink deeper into comfort. Feel the gentle weight of your body melting into your bed. And breathe in, calm. Breathe out. Release. Our story today begins on a night washed in silver light, where every shadow seems to sway in slow, whispering dance. In that tranquil village beneath the mountains, Master Eldrin's candle waits by the window, its pale wax glowing like a secret thought. Outside, the wind hums lullabies through the pines, and the snow drifts in soft, silent sheets. Inside, the cottage is warm. Herbs hang above the hearth, their fragrance drifting like a memory. Eldrin sits back on a stool of polished oak, his hands folded, his eyes half closed. He watches the candle flame tremble, and feels its quiet heartbeat echo within him. The runes carved at its base, sigils of stillness, of dream, hold the promise of deeper sleep. Close your eyes now. Imagine yourself there, too. You're seated on a soft rug, the hearth's glow warming your cheeks. The room smells of chamomile and melted wax of pine wood and moon-washed lavender. Eldrin speaks not in words, but in the gentle rhythm of the flame. Each flicker is a soft word. Rest, release, dream. And as you listen to that rhythm, feel your breath slow further, your thoughts growing soft and distant, like embers fading in a dying fire. A knock sounds at the door, so soft you scarcely hear it. Eldrin nods to you and rises, barefoot on the cold stone floor. He opens the door to reveal a young villager, her cheeks rosy from the mountain chill, her eyes bright with hope. She approaches the candle, allows its warm glow to wash over her face. And as she watches the runes shimmer, she inhales deeply, fostering a quiet peace. Drip, dip, the wax settled. Her breath aligns with the candle's gentle pulse, and you lying safe and still, feel that same pulse guiding you deeper. Soon you'll drift away, to a place where ancient runes hum softly, where candlelight holds you in its hush. All is calm. All is still, and the secret of the candle will carry you into the sweetest of dreams. She, let your body sink deeper into softness. Feel the gentle hug of the night around you, and breathe in the hush. Breathe out the day. Our story tonight continues as the young villager Maris kneels before the pale, rune-lit candle. Her fingers hover above the wax, trembling ever so slightly, then rest warmth seeping through her fingertips. She inhales slowly, and the scent of moonstone and poppy petals drifts around her like a silken veil. Outside, the mountain wind sighs against the window pane, as if leaning in to listen. Maris's voice is soft when she finally speaks, but her words carry a trembling hope. I dreamt, she whispers, of a silver gate that opened only when the candle's rune glowed brightest. Eldrin nods, his eyes half-lidded in gentle understanding. He slides a small wooden box across the hearth, toward Hert's lid bound in braided leather, then the surface etched with the same runes pressed into the candle's base. She lifts the lid. Inside, nestled on velvet, rests a single luminescent sharda sliver of moonstone carved into the shape of a key. The metal threads of the candlewick still cling to it, and the shard pulses faintly, like a heartbeat captured in crystal. Maris closes her eyes and holds the moonstone to her lips, breathing in its cool glow. Then in one fluid motion, she places it within the circle of salt around the candle. The rune at the base flickers to life, blue sparks dancing in the wax. Drip. The melting wax. Dip. The steady ritual of creation, each sound a lullaby, guiding her hand you further into calm. Outside, the wind drifts through the pines with a gentle rustle, like pages turning in a storybook. The hearth crackles and the flame sighs as if remembering an ancient secret. Maris leans closer. She gazes into the candle's heart, where the rune now spins like a tiny galaxy. She tilts her head, entranced, and the world around her softens, edges blurring, colors fading into pastel whispers. You feel it too, as you lie in your own quiet cocoon. The boundaries of your room grow gentle, the pillow beneath your head warms like a friendly hand, and the very air hums with calm. The candle's glow fills the cottage, and the walls seem to breathe in harmony with the flame. Maris closes her eyes, and the world turns to dream. She drifts away on a silver bridge of light, and you drift with her. In your mind's eye, you follow her across smooth stone arches, moonlight guiding your steps. Each footfall is soft, no sound, only the gentle brush of air across ancient carvings. Lanterns glow overhead, hung like pearls against the night sky. You pass through arches of ivy, petals falling like snowflakes, landing without a sound. Here, in this place, time moves slowly, slower still than wax, melting in midnight air. Ahead stands the silver gate, tall, elegant, weathered by stars. Surface is rippled like water, and the rune from the candle appears carved into its archway. Maris lifts her wrist-tiny silver key gleaming at her throat and steps forward. The gate opens in a silent sigh, revealing a hidden glade bathed in moonbeams. Fireflies drift like sparkles across still water. Ancient stones circle a shallow pool, its surface mirror still, reflecting constellations unknown to any sky except this dream. Maris steps to the pool's edge and whispers words you cannot fully hear, but you feel their meaning in your bones, words of rest, of healing, of peaceful sleep. The water ripples and soft ripples of light spread out, washing over the stones, the fireflies, the trees, and washing over you. The glow envelops you, completely warmth that hums through your limbs, calming each muscle in turn. Your shoulders loosen, your jaw unclenches, your mind softens like wax touched by flame. You feel the caretaking hush of the candle's magic settling into your spirit, a gentle lullaby encoded in light and rune. Maris smiles, a serene, knowing smile, and turns back toward the gate. She raises the silver key, fits it into the rune-lined arch, and releases it. The key floats upward, dissolving into motes of moonlight. The gate closes silently, sealing the dream within dreams. Now you find yourself back in the cottage, the candles glow dimming to a soft pulse. The wind outside sighs one last lullaby, and the hearth's embers glow like a distant heartbeat. Eldrin places a gentle hand on Maris's shoulder. She will sleep well, he whispers. And in that moment, you too feel the final note of calm reverberate through your being, ready to carry you into your own peaceful slumber. Breathe in the quiet, breathe out the peace. Let your mind drift on silver currents, beyond the mountains, beyond the stars. And sleep, beloved dreamer. Let your breath drift even softer now. Feel the hush of the cottage settle around you. Your eyelids flutter like petals in a gentle breeze, and as you breathe in, the night. Breathe out your cares. Our story tonight glides onward, weaving through dream and memory. A hush falls over the cottage as Eldrin and Maris slip away into sleep, leaving only the candle's pale glow by the window. That soft flame wavers, then steadies, as if standing watch over both their dreams and yours. In the dark beyond the glass, the snow continues to drift in endless silence, each flake landing like a tiny benediction. Inside, the hearth's last ember glows, then dims, until only the candle remains, its rune pulsing like a gentle heartbeat. Now, in your own quiet space, imagine that heartbeat. Let it guide you. With each beat, you sink deeper. With each whisper of the rune, you float further. And soon you find yourself back at the silver gate. But this time, the gate stands open, its ripple-textured surface aglow in dream. Light Step forward, drawn by a soft melody, like distant chimes carried on the wind. The melody grows clearer with every step. A harp string plucked by moonbeam. A lute strum woven from starlight, harmonized by a single, breath-soft voice. Follow the music down a winding path of smooth, pale stones. On either side, tall moonflowers unfurl, brushing your fingertips with cool petals. The air is sweet with their scent jasmine and night blooming cereus, soothing your mind like a whispered promise. Ahead you glimpse a figure in flowing robes of silvery blue, neither young nor old, but timeless. In her hand, she holds a lantern carved from rose quartz, its light shifting through pastel hues. She smiles as you approach, her eyes shining with gentle compassion. "Welcome, dreamer," she murmurs. Her voice is the melody you've followed, each note caressing your senses. You carry the rune's promise within you now? Come, rest by the moonlit well. You walk beside her to a circular pool carved from pale marble, its surface still as polished glass. The water seems to breathe, small ripples forming as if it knows your presence. Around the well, smooth stones are arranged like seats, each etched with a different rune. She guides you to a stone that mirrors the rune on your candle, the symbol of tranquility. You sit, feeling its cool embrace beneath you, and gaze into the water. In the reflection, you see not your tired self, but a serene figure glowing with inner light. Here she whispers, "Let the waters wash away your worries." She dips her lantern into the pool, and the water shimmers with colors you cannot name, liquid moonlight swirling like pastel mist. The ripples spread outward, and as they touch your reflection, the face in the water smiles, then fades into soft shadows. You inhale, filling your lungs with the pool's luminescent mist, and exhale, releasing every fragment of tension. Above you, the sky shivers with stars, each one a lullaby humming your name. The melody returns, woven now with distant echoes. Children's laughter, the crackle of a hearth, the rustle of pine needles. The moonflower petals brush your cheeks, each touch dissolving one more anxious thought. You feel weightless, lighter than before, floating above the well as the lantern's glow lifts you higher. In this drifting state, you sense the presence of Eldrin and Maris. Journeying elsewhere in the dreamscape, safe, serene, their dreams guided by the rune's gentle promise. You're connected to them, bound by the candle's magic and the shared hush of the night. A soft breeze carries the scent of honeyed wax and pine, wrapping you in warmth. You feel a loving energy pulsing through the dream, real, ancient, and kind. And now, your dream begins to blossom. You close your eyes in the vision, letting the lantern's light swirl around you in a hushed spiral. You drift through a corridor of living light walls, shimmering with moving constellations. Behind each constellation, you glimpse memories, a childhood bedtime, a whispered lullaby, the comfort of a mother's embrace. None of these memories stir Pinonly tenderness. Each one softens you, reminding you that you are safe, that you are loved, that you belong to the night's embrace. The corridor ends at a circular chamber, its domed ceiling painted with scenes of restful forests and tranquil seas. In the center stands a stone basin filled with dew gathered from dawn's first light. The basin glows softly, and the runes around its rim pulse in rhythm with your heartbeat. You kneel and dip your hands into the dutha, cool water lapping at your skin like gentle words. As you lift the droplets, they float above your palms, turning into motes of light that drift into the air. Each mote carries a wish, for peace, for healing, for calm. You watch them ascend, merging with the star-painted ceiling, until the dome itself seems alive with whispered hopes. You lean back, feeling the chamber's stillness envelop you, every breath a slow tide of tranquility. The music swells one last time, soft strings, a single flute, a distant choral hum, then fades into silence. In that profound quiet, you sense a presence behind you. The robed figure places her lantern beside the basin. Its rose quartz light bathes you in gentle warmth. "Remember this place," she says, voice like velvet, "and carry its peace into your waking world." She extends her hand. You take it, and the glow brightens, filling you with calm light that radiates through every fiber of your being. And as the lantern's glow drifts upward, it becomes a star in the sky above, sealing the dream's promise. You feel your body sinking, carried back along the moonlit path, past the silver gate, through the whispering ivies, and into Eldrin's cottage. The candle still glows, but its flame now burns even softer, as if relieved of its secret burden. The gate closes behind you with a soft sigh. The lantern star remains. You lie back on your own bed, the memory of the dream chamber shining within you like a gentle reservoir of peace. Breathe in. The dream, breathe out. Calm, and now, sleep. Let the candle's secret runes hum softly beneath your thoughts, and carry you through the silent night, to morning's gentle light. Let your breath settle into a steady rhythm, let your mind unfurl like a slow ribbon of smoke. And as your body drifts deeper, we continue our journey through the night's hush. The candle flickers one last time before settling into a steady, gentle glow's rune, now silent, its task nearly complete. Outside, the world is wrapped in a quilt of snow, each flake a soft footstep on the silent earth. Inside Eldrin's cottage, the air vibrates with the echo of distant dreams. You rise in your dream and find yourself once more in the moonlit glade beyond the silver gate. The lantern star you helped create still gleams overhead, casting gentle patterns on the ground. Now, the silver-robed figure stands beside you, her lantern dimmed to a soft pulse. She offers you a small wooden box, warm in your hands. Within this box, she whispers, voice like velvet dusk, are 3 tokens of the candle's magic, one for the heart, one for the mind, and one for the soul. You open the lid and see a single drop of liquid moonlight held in a crystal vial, shimmering with pale blue glow, curled feather of a nightjar, iridescent, soft as hush, with patterns that mimic the runes, a silver thread spun from starlight, thin as a whisper. She guides you to a circle of stones arranged around a still pool of moonlit water. Place them each in turn, she says, and feel their magic weave peace within you. First, you uncork the vial. A faint, cool mist drifts from the liquid moonlight and settles on your skin like dew. You feel your heart beat slow, each throb echoing like distant bells in a cathedral. Your mind grows calm, thoughts become gentle ripples, fading softly at the edges. Next, you lay the nightjar feather atop the water's surface. It floats effortlessly, casting patterns of shadow and light on the pool's bottom. As you watch, the feather's patterns shift, writing runes you cannot read, but somehow understand. Rest, remember, release. You breathe in the silent message until its meaning blossoms within your chest. Finally, you place the silver thread between your palms. It hums with faint warmth as you wind it around your wrist like a bracelet, and the pulse of starlight threads through your veins. A deep sense of belonging washes through you. You are part of this timeless night of candlelight and dream. The silver-robed figure smiles and raises her lantern. Now she says softly, "Close your eyes and let the tokens guide you home." You obey, and the glade dissolves into mist. You drift upward past the arched ivies, the lantern-lit path, the silver gate, back to Eldrin's cottage, where the pale candle still glows. You find yourself seated before the hearth, the wooden box at your feet now empty, but humming faintly. Eldrin sits across from you, his eyes reflecting the candlelight. Maris rests on a cushion beside him, her breathing even, her face serene. "You've done well," Eldrin murmurs, his voice a soft rumble like embers settling. "The candle's magic is part of you now." He stands and picks up the candle, lifting it carefully. He brings it to the window where the moonlight meets the flame, and you feel the warmth fill the room, soft as a mother's lullaby. For a moment all is still. Even the snow outside seems to pause, suspended in the air. Then Eldrin whispers, "Rest, dreamer. Let the magic carry you." He lowers the candle back to its place, and you close your eyes. The final image you hold is of the rune glowing softly in the wax, a silent vow of peace and deep slumber. Drift now into your own quiet world. Feel the tokens of moonlight, feather, and thread weaving tranquility through your being. Let every breath be a gentle step on silver stones, leading you farther from waking thought, and deeper into the embrace of sleep. Your eyelids grow heavy, your thoughts slow, your heart softens. Allow the memory of Eldrin's cottage, of Maris's hope, of the silver gate and moonlit glade, to lull you ever onward, till the candle's glow in your mind becomes the steady pulse in your chest, till you awaken refreshed, restored, carrying within you the secret of the midnight candle. Drip, dip. The wax of your dream settles into the vessel of your rest, and you are home, Sleep now, dream now, all is well. She let your breath become softer still. Feel the night's gentle arms cradle you, and as you inhale, draw in calm. As you exhale, let every worry slip away. Our story sails onward, carried on the hush of midnight. Candle's flame trembles once, then settles into a steadfast glow. Its rune is etched into your memory now, a silent guide through the dreamscape. You sense Eldrin's cottage dissolving around you, its warm walls unfurling like petals, revealing the garden beyond, where moonlit lavender sways and dewdrops hang like tiny lanterns. A silver path of stone appears, winding between rows of night-blooming flowers. Each step you take is cushioned by moss and fallen petals. The moon above is full and luminous, its reflection dancing on the underside of curling leaves. The air tastes of honey and thyme, and your skin is softly brushed by a breeze that hums with secret songs. You follow the path to a low archway woven from willow branches. They glow faintly where the moonlight kisses them. Beyond the arch, you enter a clearing where an ancient fountain stands, its basin carved with runes that match the candle's mark. The water within is still mirror smooth, reflecting a sky filled with drifting constellations you've never seen but somehow recognize. Kneeling by the fountain, you dip your fingers into the cool water. Ripples spread outward, and with each ripple, you feel a gentle release, like unlocking a door inside yourself. Tension flows away from your shoulders, down your arms, and dissipates into the earth. Your mind grows quiet, your heart slows, and every sound around you becomes a soft echo as if heard through velvet. From the shadowed trees, a figure emerges, a traveling bard. Clad in midnight blue robes trimmed with silver thread, across his back rests a lute, its wood polished to a pale sheen. He greets you with a slight bow, his voice a whisper carried by the wind. "I bring you the song of moonlit rivers," he says. "Let its melody guide you deeper." He begins to play. At first the notes are tentative like water trickling over stones. Then they swell into a flowing tune, gentle and unhurried. Each string's vibration is a caress, a lullaby for the soul. You feel the music wrap around you, softer than a downy pillow, carrying you along its current. The bard's fingers move with delicate precision, drawing out harmonies that shimmer in the air. You close your eyes, and the world behind your lids fills with drifting lights, silver ribbons weaving through darkness, weaving around your body like a shawl of dreams. You breathe in time with the melody, inhaling calm, exhaling tension. As the final chord fades, the bard smiles and places a hand over his heart. "Carry this song within you," he murmurs. "When you awaken, let its notes still echo in your mind." He steps back into the shadow, his form dissolving into a constellation of motes that drift upward, merging with the stars above. Now, before you lies a shimmering pool, fed by a waterfall that glows like liquid light. Water cascades in slow motion, each drop shimmering midair before falling. You feel drawn to it, as if the waterfall's soft roar is a heartbeat calling you home. You step closer, letting the mist kiss your skin, each droplet a tiny blessing of cool comfort. Kneel by the pool, and you notice tiny lanternfish dart beneath the surface creatures of pale luminescence. Their scales like lantern flame. They swim in graceful loops, leaving trails of light that swirl like calligraphy. As you watch, one fish approaches and circles your reflection, then settles on the water's edge. Its eyes, soft and knowing, seem to invite you forward. You reach out, and the fish's body glows brighter, illuminating a flat stone beside the pool. Upon it lies a leather-bound journal, its cover embossed with the same rune. With gentle reverence, you open the journal. Inside, blank pages wait, but as you touch them, words appear in ink of moonlight, gentle prompts for peaceful dreams. They read, "When you sleep tonight, dream of a meadow where silver grass sways. Listen for a flute tune carried on the wind. Follow it to find a hidden glade of soft moss and whispering pines." As you read, the words shimmer, then lift off the page, swirling around you like fireflies before dissolving into your chest. You feel a warm glow settle in your heart, invitation to carry this dream map into your own slumber. Gently, you close the journal. The waterfall's glow dims and the pool becomes still once more. You stand and turn, noticing a path of moonlit stones leading back toward a distant colonnade. Each column is carved with scenes of villagers sharing bread, children chasing fireflies, elders telling stories by firelight. As you brush your fingers along the smooth stone, feeling the ancient goodwill etched into every curve. At the end of the colonnade stands a majestic door of polished oak, rimmed with silver. It is not locked, but it radiates welcome. You push it open and step through into a serene courtyard, where a gentle snowfall swirls in slow motion. Each flake glows faintly before settling onto lavender blossoms and stone benches. The courtyard feels like an embrace open, yet sheltered. At its center is a stone bench draped with soft furs and embroidered pillows. You sit, feeling the plush warmth beneath you. From the sky above, a single snowflake drifts down, landing on your shoulder. It melts into a bead of water that glows and then vanishes. The courtyard's hush envelops you. You sense that this moment is a gift-in oasis of stillness before the final drift into sleep. Behind the bench, low archway leads back through gardens and along paths you recognize. The Moonflower Garden, the lantern-lit bridge, the Silver Gate. And finally, to the window of Eldrin's cottage, where your candle still burns bright. You rise and follow that path, each step lighter than the last, as if gravity itself has grown gentle, reluctant to hold you down. At the window, you pause. The candle's flame flickers in greeting. Through the glass, you glimpse Eldrin and Maris sleeping peacefully, their breaths matching the steady pulse of the rune's glow. You know they dream of you, just as you dream of them, a circle of guardians in the realm of calm. And now, it is your turn. You place a single hand on the window's cool pane, and the glass parts like water, welcoming you through. You slip inside, feeling the comfort of the cottage's warmth seep into your bones. The hearth is but embers now, yet the air still glows with stored heat. You make your way to the candles shelf, where all 6 runic candles stand in quiet vigil. Eldrin's voice, half-dreaming, whispers from the corner. Carry these dreams with you. You nod, though your head feels heavy with drowsiness. Maris stirs and offers you a soft smile, then nestles back into sleep. You lift the rune-etched candle that first guided you. Hear its wax now etched with memory as much as runand. Bring it to your own bedside, wherever you are in the waking world. You place it gently on your nightstand, strike a match, and feel its warmth brush your fingertips. The flame leaps to life, steady and serene. Now, lying back on your own pillow, you breathe in the comforting scent of wax, lavender, and memory. You see in your mind's eye the silver path, the moonlit gardens, the hush of the cottage. You feel the rune's promise tucking you in, like a lullaby in light form. Let your eyelids close. Shh. Let your breath become the flame steady, calm, and drift beyond the edges of this world. To the soft realm of your own deep sleep, all is well. All is calm. All is dream. Feel the night's embrace deepen. Let your breath trail like a soft ribbon, and as you exhale, let go of every trace of wakefulness. Candle's gentle glow beside, your bed flickers in perfect rhythm with your slowing heartbeat. Close your eyes, allow the warmth to flow through your fingertips, up your arms, and settle into your chest like a soft, glowing ember. In the space behind your closed eyelids, you find yourself once more at the threshold of Eldrin's cottage. The door is slightly ajar, revealing a halo of candlelight within. You step through and feel the welcome hush wrap around you like a velvet cloak. Inside, the shelves of herbs tremble in an unseen breeze. Bundles of lavender, rosemary, rue, and yarrow hanging upside down, their fragrances weaving together in a soothing tapestry. The hearth's embers glow faintly, casting a gentle pulsing warmth across the stone floor. 6 rune-etched candles stand in a circle on a low table, their flames bowing to one another in a silent chorus. Eldrin rises from his stool and offers you a small brass key. It is cool and weightless in your palm. This, he whispers, unlocks the final chamber of the dream realm, a place where your soul may rest undisturbed. He steps aside, revealing a hidden door carved into the back of a tapestry depicting a moonlit forest. You place the key into the tiny lock. It turns with a soft click that resonates like a distant bell. The tapestry parts, and you step through into a corridor lined with softly glowing mushrooms and bioluminescent vines. The walls pulse with gentle luminescence, guiding you deeper. Each step you take is cushioned by plush moss underfoot. The corridor curves like the inside of a shell, leading you to a domed chamber filled with floating motes of light. In the center rests a low circular bed crafted from woven willow and cushioned with soft feathers. It beckons you like an invitation to surrender entirely. You lie down on the bed. The feathers cradle you, and the willow boughs arch overhead like protective arms. The motes of light drift around, bathing you in their glow-soft blue, pale silver, and rose-gold hues that shift seamlessly. From somewhere a faint melody begins, a single note sustained on a silver flute. It's held just long enough to become part of the air itself. Then a second note joins, gentle as morning light. A harp's soft pluck follows, each string releasing a droplet of sound that ripples outward. As the music weaves around you, the chamber responds. The soft pillows rise and fall as if breathing. The motes of light pulse in harmony with the melody, and the willow branches sway, rocking you with motherly care. Your breath matches the rhythm exhale, and with each cycle, you feel yourself floating deeper into a sea of tranquility. Every muscle releases its grip. Every thought softens into a glow at the edge of your awareness. The song shifts, becoming a lullaby of whispered voices, multiplying, layering, weaving an auditory tapestry. You recognize the whispers now. They are the stories of every being who has ever rested here, travelers. Dreamers, seekers of peace, their gentle voices echo one by one. Rest, says a whisper from far away. Release, breathes another, softer still. Become, murmurs a third, like wind through leaves. And finally a chorus. Sleep, beloved dreamer. All is calm. All is well. With that final refrain, the music fades into silence, yet the hush remains profound. The bed seems to envelop you completely. The motes of light settle into your skin like reassuring touches. Even the mushrooms and vines pause in their glow, honoring the stillness. Time no longer has meaning here. Only the profound peace matters, and an unbroken current of calm flowing through every part of you. Your body drifts weightless, your mind drifts free, and your spirit basks in the candle's secret warmth. In this sacred chamber, you do not sleep, you dream. Dream of silvered forests where the wind hums lullabies, of moonlit rivers that sing beneath glimmering arches, of runic lights guiding you through endless nights. Each vision is more gentle than the last, leading you softly toward the horizon of untroubled rest. You journey back through the corridor of glowing vines, past the hidden door, into the cottage's heart. The tapestry falls into place behind you with a whisper. Eldrin and Maris stand by the hearth, smiling with eyes that hold starlight. Carry this peace with you, Eldrin says, his voice like warm honey. Maris extends her hand, and you place yours in hers, feeling a current of shared calm pass between you. They guide you back to your own world, step by step, through the moonflower garden, cross the lantern-lit bridge, and through the silver gate that closes behind you in a soft sigh. With each step, your eyelids grow heavier, so heavy they begin to flutter closed. You feel the cool glass of your window pane as you step through, returning to your bed. Candle on your nightstand pulses once, then steadies. Now, lying beneath your own covers, you are filled with the chamber's hush, the rune's promise. The bard's melody, the moonlit waters, and the gentle care of Eldrin and Maris all combine into a single breath of tranquility within you. So breathe in the serenity, breathe out the calm, and surrender to the deepest, most restorative sleep you have ever known. Let your breath drift into the quiet. Feel the soft weight of sleep cradle you, and as you exhale, release every last trace of wakefulness. Batch 8. You awaken, though not fully awake, beneath a sky streaked with pearl-white dawn light. Yet this is no ordinary morning. The air around you still shimmers with the hush of moonlit dreams. Soft bird song, muted as if heard through a silken veil, floats in from the window. Beside you, the rune-etched candle stands unburned, its wax cool to the touch, but faintly warm at the heart. Its shape feels familiar, yet somehow part of another world. You stroke its surface and recall the 6 paths you walked. The cottage, the silver gate, the moonlit glade, the fountain, the bard's river, and the hidden chamber where feathers and moonlight danced. You rise gently, muscles loose, mind still floating between worlds. The window is open, and a breeze drifts and tinged with pine, lavender, and a hint of tallow. It carries a single snowdrop petal, translucent in the dawn, which drifts to rest on your windowsill. You lift it, feeling its cool silkiness, and place it in your palm. As you do, the petal's veins glow faintly, revealing a tiny rune matching the one in the candle's base. A soft warmth spreads through your palm, climbing your arm, filling your chest. You close your eyes and breathe it in, calm, peace, belonging. And in that moment, you remember the gift Eldrin spoke of. A blessing for daytime as well as night, a memory rune to carry you through every waking hour. The petal dissolves into a shimmer on your skin, leaving behind only the soft echo of its promise. Draw a deep breath now, and feel that promise settle in your bones, your blood, your very soul. When you open your eyes, the room around you seems touched by silver light. The objects on your nightstand, your glass of water, the edge of your pillow glow faintly as though illuminated by hidden moonbeams. You realize the world itself has become a continuation of the dream realm. You rise fully and move to the door. Feeling the floor beneath your feet hum with gentle energy, each step you take is cushioned, almost weightless, guiding you to the hearth of your own home where the day's first light will soon gather. In your mind's eye, you see Eldrin's cottage once more, its windows glowing in welcome. Maris stands in the doorway, offering you a loaf of honey bread still warm from the hearth. You take it, breaking off a piece. Its sweetness melts on your tongue, carrying with it the essence of night-blooming flowers and pine. Across the threshold of your waking world, you carry that bread's comfort, the knowledge that even in daylight, the candle's secret flame flickers within you. Now, as the dawn grows brighter, imagine holding your candle in one hand and the loaf in the other. With measured care, you step outside into a gentle morning hush. The sky is a pale wash of pastel-rosy pink blending into dove gray. The air is crisp, yet soft, as if warmed by unseen embers beneath the earth. You strike your candle, and the flame springs to life, its glow steady against the dawn. It illuminates the world in a new light. Every blade of grass, every dewdrop, every breath of wind seems sacred, charged with the rune's promise of serenity. Walk now through your own garden, or imagine the nearest stretch of earth before you. Notice how each petal, each leaf, each stone seems to pulsate with gentle life. The candle's light reveals hidden patterns, veins of silver in the leaves, tiny runes etched into pebbles, motes of light drifting like friendly fireflies. As you stroll, you carry the honey bread, breaking off crumbs and scattering them. Each crumb feeds a bird or a small creature your kindness, echoing the generosity of the dream realm. The creatures approach unafraid. A thrush with feathers of slate, hair with silver-tipped ears, a small fawn whose eyes gleam with curiosity. They gather the crumbs, nodding their heads in gratitude before bounding away or taking flight. With each act of kindness, feel your heart expand. The rune etched in your spirit glows brighter, fusing your world with the dream realm's magic. You reach a small pond, its surface still, reflecting the dawn sky. You kneel and look into it, seeing your own reflection framed by the candle's glow behind you. But your reflection smiles with calm you've never known before. The soft lips curved, shoulders relaxed. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine your reflection stepping forward, merging with your waking self. The calm becomes yours, indistinguishable from any other part of you. At last, you rise. The dawn has fully bloomed into morning, yet the hush remains. The world waits, expectant, peaceful. You lift the candle high and whisper your gratitude. Thank you for this gift of calm, for guiding me through the night, and for lighting my path through every day. And with that whisper, the flame flickers once, as if bowing to your words, then settles strong and unwavering. Now carry the candle back to your bedside. Place it gently, unlit, as a reminder of the journey you've taken. You hold the memory rune within you, a beacon for both night and day. Sit a moment on the edge of your bed. Feel the ground beneath you firm and kind. Feel the air around you warm and alive. Feel that the realm of dreams and the realm of waking are no longer separate. They blend in the quiet magic you carry. Take one final deep breath. and let it linger. Then exhale. Fully. Let your eyes close once more softly. And rest, carried by the rune's gentle hum. All is well. All is calm. Always. She. Let your breath glide like a soft feather. Feel your heart settling into a calm, steady rhythm. And with each exhale, release any final tether to wakefulness. Beyond the window of your room, the world is hushed in the gentle glow of pre-dawn. Yet here, in the sanctuary of your bed, you feel the echo of moonlit journeys still vibrating through your being. The rune's hum drifts at the edge of your mind, steady, reassuring.
Ow.
In this in-between moment, imagine the candle's flame rekindled in the center of a wide, circular chamber deep beneath the earth, a hidden sanctum, known only to those who carry its magic. The chamber's walls are hewn from smooth white stone, curving upward until they meet in a high, domed ceiling studded with crystals that catch and scatter the candlelight like a galaxy of soft stars. You step gingerly into the chamber, drawn by the gentle crackle of the flame. It burns in a shallow basin of polished silver, suspended on a stand carved with intertwining vines and runes that pulse softly in time with your breath. Each rune glows in a different shade: pale gold moon, white, rose pink, melding into a calm aurora around the basin, around the room. Fragrant mist drifts close to the ground, swirling around your ankles. It carries hints of lavender, honeysuckle, and the faintest note of beeswax. With every step, the mist parts like a welcoming path, guiding you to the basin. Above you, the crystal-studded dome glitters like frozen dew. When you look up, you see constellations shifting slowly, tracing patterns you feel but do not name. They pulse with soft light, as though the stars themselves are breathing in harmony with the rune's song. At the edge of the basin stands the silver-robed figure once more, her lantern glimmering softly at her side. She raises a hand in greeting, and her lantern's glow pulses in reply to your own heartbeat. "Welcome back, dreamer," she murmurs. "Tonight, you deepen the bond between realms." She gestures to 4 empty niches set into the walls, each shaped like an open hand. Here, she says, you will leave offerings of your gratitude and intent, one for each hand of the mountain winds. In doing so, you weave your spirit more firmly into the candle's blessing. For small vessels stand before you on a low stone table, a bowl of moon-touched water, a bundle of night-blooming petals, silver dish of starlight dust, and a hollow reed pipe carved from dreamwood. First, you lift the bowl of water. Its surface ripples with the reflection of the dome above. You inhale, and the cool scent of dew and crystal fills you. Stepping to the first niche, you pour the water slowly into its open palm. The walls glow faintly where the liquid pools, and a ripple of soft light washes over you, clearing any remaining shadows from your mind. Next, you gather the night-blooming petals, silken, pale lavender blooms that seem to flutter in your hand as if still alive. You weave them into a gentle garland, then carry it to the second niche. As you lay the petals there, their fragrance swells, filling the chamber with a sweet hush. The petals shimmer, dusting the walls with patterns of swirling dreams. The third offering is the starlight dust, fine, silver powder, that glows like the Milky Way in a pinch of night. You hold your palm beneath the dish and let a gentle handful fall, watching as each mote drifts like a tiny spark, settling into the third niche. When the last mote falls, the chamber brightens until every rune and crystal pulse in quiet jubilation. Finally, you pick up the reed pipe of dreamwood, its surface cool and smooth. You bring it to your lips and inhale deeply. When you exhale, a haunting, breath-soft melody emerges, notes that echo the song of moonlit rivers. The sound fills the chamber, weaving between the crystals and runes, stirring the mist into swirling currents of soft light. You walk to the fourth niche and place the pipe there, allowing its final note to linger like a blessing. As the melody fades, the 4 niches glow in turnwater blue, petal lavender, dust, silver, and pipe gold, each merging into a soft spectrum around the basin. The basin's flame flares once, then becomes serene, its glow encompassing the entire chamber. The silver-robed figure nods. "You have honored the winds of the mountain," she says, "and in doing so, you have anchored the candle's gift within your own heart." She steps aside, revealing a sloping tunnel lined with runic patterns that shimmer like rippling water. "Follow this path," she whispers. "It will lead you home." You walk into the tunnel, feeling the light of the basin recede behind you. Head, the runes emit a faint glow, leading you forward like a guide. The mist trails at your feet, parting gently as if bowing in respect. With each step, you feel yourself shedding any lingering tension. Your shoulders drop, your jaw loosens, your breath deepens. The tunnel curves, then opens to reveal a white stone stairway spiraling upward. You ascend slowly, each step cushioned by soft moss and petals that have drifted into the cracks. Light filters down from above, a warm, tranquil glow that invites you onward. At the top of the stairs, you emerge into a vaulted hall lined with ancient tapestries depicting the seasons in soothing pastels. Spring blossoms drifting on breeze, summer fields rippling in sunlight, autumn leaves dancing in twilight, winter snows resting on quiet hills. Each tapestry seems to come alive, whispering soft breezes that carry the scent of each season. At the hall's center stands a pedestal carved from moonstone, upon which rests a small, rune-etched lantern, a miniature echo of your candle. The lantern's glass is opalescent, shifting through soft hues with every breath of air. You approach, and as you do, you feel the hall's hush deepen. The tapestries still their movement, as though awaiting your touch. You lift the lantern, it is surprisingly warm in your hands. Humming with the echo of all the visions you've gathered, the garden, the waterfall, the bard's song, the hidden chamber. You cradle the lantern to your heart, and the hall fills with gentle light. The lintels above glow, illuminating a hidden door inscribed with a single rune, the symbol of home. You open the door and step through, finding yourself on the other side of your own bedroom wall, back in your own world, yet forever changed. In your hands, you still hold the opalescent lantern, its glow pulsing in harmony with your heartbeat. You place it on your nightstand beside the candle. Now 2 guardians stand watch over your sleep. The rune-etched candle and the opalescent lantern, each a beacon of the night's calm. Lie back now. Feel their twin lights envelop you. Let their warmth anchor you in deep rest. As the world outside stirs to dawn, you remain cocooned in their hush. Drift on into the final depths of slumber, where dreams weave their own gentle stories. And you awaken refreshed, restored, carrying the candle's secret flame within your soul. All is well. All is calm, sleep, soft and unbroken. Let your breath settle into a gentle tide. Feel your body weightless, carried on waves of calm. And as you exhale, surrender. Batch 10. You sit beside the twin lights of your bedside, the rune-etched candle and opalescent lantern, feeling their warmth seep into your chest. With a soft blink, the room around you dissolves into mist, and you find yourself once more at the threshold of that secret world. Standing at the mouth of a cavern draped in silken vines. Each vine is threaded with dew that glitters like galaxies, and they part silently to reveal a passage lined with glowing stones. Beneath your feet, a stream of liquid moonlight winds through the cavern, its surface reflecting the soft pulse of distant crystals. A faint melody drifts upstream like wind across glass that beckons you forward. You follow the stream's gentle current, stepping on smooth moonstones. The air is cool and fragrant, carrying whispers of the hidden world, the hiss of wax melting, the rustle of pine needles, the quiet hum of starlight runes. With every breath, you feel more untethered from the day, more immersed in this realm of hush. Ahead, the cavern opens onto an underground lake, whose water is perfectly still, like polished obsidian, yet faint glimmers swirl beneath its surface. Fire motes drift above it, bobbing like lanterns on a silent shore. At the water's edge stands a figure in flowing robes of starlit silver, her hair cascading in waves of twilight. In her hands, she holds a chalice carved from moonborn marble. She offers you the chalice. Within it lies a luminescent elixir that seems to glow from within liquid starlight infused with dew of the first dawn. "Drink," she whispers, voice like 100 quiet bells, "and let the deep waters of calm fill you." You raise the chalice and sip slowly. Flavor is cool, sweet, and expansive, like the memory of peace itself. With each sip, you feel your thoughts dissolve into the lake's stillness. Every worry, every tension, Every echo of the waking world drifts away, settling like soft pebbles on the lake's bottom. Your mind becomes as smooth and silent as the water's surface. When the chalice is empty, she sets it aside and gestures to the lake. "Look," she says. You peer into the glassy depths and see reflections of all the places you've visited, the cottage glow, the moonlit garden, the hidden chamber, the vaulted hall. Each scene flickers across the water like gentle waves of memory.
Oh.
Then the images shift to faces yours, Eldrin's, Maurice's, the silver-robed guides, each smiling with serene calm. Their gaze meets yours. And you feel a deep connection, an unspoken acknowledgement that this piece is shared, timeless, and yours to keep. The figure dips a finger into the lake and lifts a single drop of water, which glows like liquid pearl. She draws a rune upon your forehead, with that drop a symbol of unity between day and dream. The rune pulses briefly, then fades, leaving behind only warmth and a soft hum that resonates through your entire being. You thank her, though her presence already seems to know every gratitude your heart holds. She steps back, and the fire motes rise, weaving above the lake in a spiral of light. The spiral lifts you gently, carrying you up through a hidden shaft of crystalline stone. Cool light filters from above, guiding you upward like a beacon. You emerge into a sky-lit cavern where gentle rain falls, each drop a bead of luminescence. The rain's pattern creates ripples in small pools on the floor, and each ripple emits a soft chime. You stand beneath this starlit shower, letting its light kiss your face. With every droplet, you feel layers of your spirit being cleansed, shaken, free of doubt, worry, and inertia. When the rain ceases, the cavern opens to a balcony carved from pale quartz, overlooking rolling fields of silver grass, swaying under a violet twilight sky. A soft breeze carries the scent of moonflowers and distant seas. You walk to the balcony's edge and gaze out, feeling the pulse of this dream world in your veins. Below, a winding river of stardust glimmers through the fields. Along its banks, luminescent fireflies drift in clusters, tiny beacons guiding you onward. You descend a gentle slope, each step cushioned by silvery grass, until you reach the river's edge. The water is warm under your fingertips, and as you trace shapes on its surface, the river's current carries whispered melodies, hints of lullabies sung by ancient bards. You follow the river's course to a small isle at its center. There you find a weathered wooden bench, its planks smooth and comforting. You sit, letting the world's hush wrap around you like a shawl. The river's soft murmur becomes a lullaby that syncs with your heartbeat. Your limbs grow heavy, and your eyes flicker shut, though you remain awake in this gentle place. In the hush, you sense Eldrin approaching, carrying 6 candles each one, the one you crafted, the one guided by moonstone, the one enchanted by water, petals, dust, and melody. He places them on the bench around you in a perfect circle.
Oh.
Each candle's flame ignites without a spark, burning in hues of pearlescent blue and silver. Their runes glowing softly, whispers, "You are never alone in the night." Maris appears beside him, offering you a small pouch of dried lavender. She lets it fall into your lap, the scent rising like a promise of restful sleep. Hand in hand, Eldrin and Maris step back into the mist, leaving you cradled by the candle's glow. As the circle of light pulses in quiet unison, you feel your consciousness gently unraveling, each strand drifting away until only pure calm remains. And now, you are ready. Feel the candlelight carry you home, through the balcony, the cavern, the crystalline shaft, the underground sanctum, and back to your own bed, where the rune-etched candle and lantern stand guard. Inhale, the hush. Exhale, the calm. And as you finally let go, know that this journey's gift lives within you, a secret ember of peace ready to kindle whenever you call upon it. Let your breath become softer still. Feel the night's gentle arms cradle you, and as you exhale, surrender every trace of wakefulness. You awaken again within your dream, this time standing in a twilight meadow bordered by ancient oaks whose leaves glow faintly like lanterns in the gloaming. Beneath your bare feet, the grass is soft and cool, each blade bending quietly with your weight. The scent of night-blooming honeysuckle drifts on a silent breeze, weaving through the branches above you. At the meadow's center, you see a ring of standing stones, each carved with the candle's rune in varying sizes and orientations. The stones hum in low, resonant tones, like distant singing bowls, inviting you to enter. With each step closer, you feel the hum align with your own pulse, steadying and deepening. You move into the circle, and the stone's glow brightens until you stand bathed in soft light. A path of silver dust spirals outward from the stones, leading toward a shimmering forest beyond. As you follow the spiral, the hum fades into a melodic heartbeat, guiding you deeper into the meadow's hush. From the edge of the glade emerges a procession of creatures, each one small, gentle, and luminous. Fawn with star-speckled fur steps first, followed by a fox whose tail glows like embers, and a hare whose whiskers sparkle with dew. They move without sound, encircling you in a protective dance, their eyes reflecting trust and calm. In their midst walks Eldrin, holding his lantern high. Maris is beside him, carrying a satchel of glowing seeds. Together, they lead you to the spiral path's end. Where a single sapling stands a young tree with silvery bark and leaves like Mother Vove, Maris kneels and scatters the glowing seeds at the sapling's roots. Instantly, the ground shivers as new shoots unfurl, weaving around the young tree in patterns of living rune. The sapling's leaves quiver, and the tree grows taller in slow motion, its trunk thickening, its branches extending skyward like arms offering embrace. Eldrin raises his lantern, and the flame leaps to life, burning within the foliage in place of fruit. The leaves glow from within, casting dancing shadows across your face. The tree's runes pulse in sync with the lantern's heartbeat, and you feel its energy spreading through the circle of stones, through the meadow, and into your own being. He steps forward and places a hand on the sapling's trunk, then turns to you. "This is the tree of rest," he says softly. "It stands sentinel over every dream you hold dear. Its roots reach into your heart. Its branches touch the world beyond dreams. You are its guardian now." Maris offers you a single leaf, warm and weightless. You accept it and bring it to your lips. The leaf dissolves into a mist of silver motes that drift down into your chest, scattering calm into every chamber of your heart. You feel a gentle warmth bloom there, spreading to your limbs, your mind, your soul. The procession of creatures steps aside and the fawn bows. The fox nods. The hare gives a soft bow of their head. Eldrin and Maris stand back as the sapling's glow envelops you. Close your eyes, and in that moment, the tree of rest extends a branch overhead, its lantern fruit swaying like a lullaby. Opening your eyes, you see not the meadow, but your own room once more. Yet everything seems touched by silver light. The candle and lantern pulse softly on your nightstand. The single leaf, though no longer in your hand, lives within your heart as a quiet ember of peace. You lie back on your pillow and feel the tree of rest's blessings settle over you like a canopy. Each branch becomes a feather in the night sky, each leaf a murmur of calm. Outside, the pre-dawn sky deepens with pastel hues, but you remain cocooned in timeless hush. With one final breath, you release the last of your waking self into sleep. The tree's lantern fruit swings gently in your mind's eye, and the creatures of the procession fade into stars that pulse with lullabies. And as the night carries you into the deepest currents of slumber, you know the tree of rest stands guard, its roots entwined with your dreams, its branches spanning both sleep and wakefulness. Let your breath grow slow and even. Feel the gentle hum of the tree of rest settling around you. And as you exhale, drift deeper still. You awaken once more in the soft glow of the meadow. But the tree of rest stands alone, now its branches arching like a silken canopy overhead. The creatures have vanished into the grasses, their footprints glowing faintly at the sapling's base. The air is hushed, expectant, as if the world itself is holding its breath for this moment of final blessing. Eldrin steps forward from behind the tree, his lantern's light mirrored in your own pulse. Maris follows, carrying a shallow bowl carved from rosewood, filled with powdered moonstone and a single drop of dew gathered at dawn. He sets the bowl at the tree's roots. "This is the final offering," he says softly. "Binds the tree's magic to your spirit, ensuring its calm will never fade." Maris lifts the drop of dew with a delicate feather and sprinkles it into the powder. The mixture sparks a soft glow, expanding outward in a gentle wave that ripples through the grass. You kneel and dip your palm into the glowing dust, feeling its warmth seep into your skin. You bring your hand to your heart, closing your eyes as the moonstone powder melts into you, leaving behind a crystalline warmth that pulses like distant stars. All around you, the branches of the tree of rest sway, raining down tiny luminescent petals. They drift like snowflakes, each one dissolving on your skin in a whisper of light. Eldrin places a hand on your shoulder. Now, he murmurs, remember, this calm is yours day and night. Dream and wake. Maris guides you back along the spiral path toward the ring of standing stones. The hum of the stones has become a steady harmony matching your breathing. As you pass each stone, you brush your fingertips along its rune, infusing it with the final glow of peace you carry within you. When you reach the outer circle, the meadow fades into mist, and you find yourself standing at the threshold of Eldrin's cottage once more. The night has eased into dawn. The first birds stir, and the sky is painted in soft rose and gold. Inside, Eldrin and Maris wait by the window, which frames the mountains glowing in dawn's early light. They smile and nod as if to say, the journey is complete. Eldrin steps aside, revealing a small wooden chest on the table. Open this, he invites. You lift the lid to find it filled with 6 tiny vials, each containing a thread of silver light, a sliver of moonbeam, a drop of fountain water. A petal's echo, a mote of stardust, and a note of melody. These, Maris explains, are the tokens of your journey. Keep them where you can see them, and they will remind you of the gifts you carry within. You take each vial in turn, feeling the gentle warmth and faint hum of their magic. You place them on a shelf by the window, where the dawn's light can play across them. With a final breath, you close your eyes and allow the cottage to dissolve around you. You drift upward, through the lantern-lit bridge and moonflower garden. Across the silver gate, and along the taper-lit path that leads to your own bedroom. There, your body rests on your bed, cocooned in blankets that feel softer than any you've known. The rune-etched candle and opalescent lantern stand vigil on your nightstand. Beside them, the 6 vials shimmer in the rising sun. You lie back, feeling the final echoes of the journey settle into your bones. Your pulse slows to a whisper, your mind drifts free, and your heart rests within the tree's blessing. All around, the morning stirs, but here, in this moment, time stands still. You remain suspended between sleep and wake, cradled by ancient magic and guided by silent runes. Feel the runes hum within your chest.
Oh.
Feel the tree's branches above you. Well, why will I? Breathe in, the blessing. Breathe out, the calm. And now, you surrender fully, completely, to the deepest, most restorative sleep of your life. All is well. All is calm. Dream on, beloved dreamer. Just let go now. You're safe. You're held. You're home. And with every breath, you float farther into stillness. Time drifts gently, now like mist through the trees or a feather through candlelight. You are wrapped in silence, so soft, so sacred, that even your thoughts begin to whisper and then fade. Above you, the branches of the tree of rest sway ever so slightly, casting dappled shadows across your dreaming mind. With each soft motion, your breath follows slow, slower, until it is as quiet as moonlight on a still lake. From deep within the tree, a gentle sound begins, no louder than a sigh. It's the lullaby of the lantern fruit singing to you in the secret language of dreams. Its melody has no words, but you understand it completely. You have traveled far, little dreamer, through wax and wick, rune and rhythm. You have walked the path of the light bearer. Now rest. Rest fully. Rest deeply. And in this moment, the final candle in the candlemaker's lantern quietly burns out. Not with a puff or a flicker, but with a silent glow like a wish fulfilled. Yet the warmth does not leave. It remains.
Rhyme world of I will lie. Why cracker we're looking right.
A secret. For what the villagers never knew, what even Eldrin never fully spoke aloud, was that the light he kindled each night did not come only from flame. It came from stillness, from sleep, from souls like yours, ready to receive it. And now, that gift is yours. You carry it. You are the bearer of peace, the lantern of calm, the dream that walks gently. So sleep now, little candle soul. Let your thoughts curl like smoke into the stars. Let your limbs grow weightless as mist. Let your dreams bloom in the hush of silver runes. The sky beyond the window turns a soft lavender. Breeze stirs the curtains. And somewhere far away, in a quiet mountain village, a new candlemaker lights his very first wick. Whispering your name to the flame,